this movie, I'm no critic. I don't consider myself a critic, but this movie was fantastic.
Oh man, you should be a critic.
I should be.
Yeah.
Did you see that on the page when you first got it?
Yeah, it was an extraordinary script. Yeah, it was easily one of the most, if not the most moving piece of writing that I've read in 15 years. Yeah, it was and funny, really really funny, and Kelly just did such a wonderful job. It's kind of perfect. I mean, it's a script I think that could be studied. You know, not that I'm a critic either, and then John realised it. You know, had a very clear vision for how he wanted the film to look and feel, and so yeah, glad to be a part of it.
And how did it happen for you? Was it just
Script
sent
came?
to you?
Yeah, script came, and I read it late one night, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know, some scripts come with greater degrees of interest from your agent than others, and my agent was adamant that I should get on it fairly quick and said it was an offer, and I read it at 2, and then I emailed him whatever it takes, that I'd love to be part of it, yeah.
And why were you so insistent?
Just because it was so good, because it was just such good writing, and it had so much heart. And as I said, it just ran the gamut of emotions from, I mean, I've been in 2 screenings of it, to the screening in London and screening at the AFI at the Chinese Theatre the other night, and I've never been part of something where there's been as much laughter and as many tears. And that's really lovely to be part of. It's just, you know.
When I was watching it, I was wiping away tears and laughing at the same time.
My dad was doing the same thing. Yeah.
It was really fantastic.
Yeah, my dad was sitting to my left, and he was awfully confused by how much emotion he felt.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Now, you play the father of the woman who wrote Mary Poppins.
Yes, I play
So tell me
Travers.
who he is. And
Emma Thompson plays P.L. Travers, who wrote the Mary Poppins books, and I play her father in flashback, Travers Goff, who was, from what I could find out, I mean, the information I could gather about his life was scant. His life wasn't chronicled that much, date of birth, date of death, and that kind of stuff. But he was, from what I found in the script anyway, that's what I went from, he was somebody who was a very loving father and very tender, and had a wonderfully fertile imagination, which he shared with his children, particularly his daughter Ginty, the young P.L. Travers, but it was also crippled by a kind of overwhelming sense of melancholy and a sadness that came from where I don't know, but and a fatal case of alcoholism, and so died when she was 7 years of age. But their relationship up until that point, up until that kind of most violent of experiences for a child to go through at such a young age, their relationship up until then was something that formed her, and as the relationship between parents and children does, and gave her the gift of imagination and also the love of language that I think she carried with her through the rest of her life, and also was the genesis of her creating. She said she didn't create Mary Poppins, P.L. Travers. She said Mary Poppins came in through the window one day and came through her. But certainly the circumstances that are in the film Mary Poppins seem to be an attempt, how conscious or unconscious it was, seemed to be an attempt to right the wrongs that she experienced as a child in her life, which I think is why she was so resistant to giving over the books to Walt Disney to make the film, because she was afraid that they were going to, bastardize her father, bastardize her upbringing, and she had wanted to very clearly make it a happier ending than she herself had experienced.
Worked?
Yeah, I mean, the film has stood the test of time and will stand the test of time, and is, a marvel of technical and creative engineering, and also is imbued with an incredible amount of heart. So, yeah, I mean, the Mary Poppins thing is a very powerful thing.
Made in Hollywood.